What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Bitches, welcome back to the channel. We're here recording live from the mothership with another episode. And yes, I do have a mothership, but I don't have multiple motherships. As it was brought to the attention, I have a single mother. It's always the same mothership that we're recording from. And this is where this episode is coming from. This is the lineup we're going with to start this episode. We're going with the 4-4-2. Gabiadini and Austin up front. Vasquez, Lamina, and Prowse in the middle. Cedric gets himself a start on the right as we kick off proceedings against Fulham. Now, I did want to mention, a bit more to my attention, boss, that, I mean, there's a lack of sound in some of the previous, in the last two episodes. The sound of, like, the crowd and stuff cuts out of time. I know, there isn't really much I can do about it. But look at this. Look at that from Gabby. I completely forgot I even did that. Audacious. Run that back. My man flicked it over his opponent's head. And the volley was so sensational. Almost into the top corner, but coming off the crossbar. But like I said, I have figured out. I was having problems with my recording capture device. We figured it out now, though. We good. I've figured it out. So I think from the next episode, we'll be okay. Shouldn't have any problems with the sound. But you ain't gonna worry about the sound. You gonna worry about us making sure we don't go behind. As Lamina is having to clear off of the line. As I don't even know who it was, but it was a audacious attempt to try and lob the keeper from that far out. But Austin did get into the box. Poor attempt to get the ball across to Gabiadini. Was cut out, but fortunately, we were lucky that the ball fell to Gabiadini in the end anyway. And Gabiadini, in the end, it was a really, really clever and neat finish from the Italian. And he is our top scorer so far in the Premier League this season. And he is adding to that tally. I mean, our front three, we haven't got one player scoring a ridiculous amount, but our front three are all contributing. You see, a little bit fortunate that it fell to Gabiadini. And with the ball that tight to his body and a defender on him, the fact that he's been able to get that shot off and find the bottom corner, I'm really impressed with that from Manolo Gabiadini. And to be honest, I mean, He's had some patches this season where he's kind of been a little bit quiet, and he has had games where he's kind of gone missing at times. But I'm real confident that next season we can get even more out of Gabiadini, and towards the end of this season. But we was drawing level, and do I even have to say anything? It's that same man again, Jan Vestergaard, who I'm putting the blame on. It was a brilliant save from Fraser Foster right here. Outstanding. And where's Vestergaard going? Like, why is your back to the ball and everything? Pay it, like, where I was trying to gain control of Vestergaard. I was pressing L1 and they were like, where's he going? Like, where's the man going? It don't make any sense. Vestergaard, as far as I'm concerned, has cost us another goal, but we were able to pull it back again, as this time Charlie Austin gets on the end of El Unicy cross. Brilliantly worked, goal, sweeping attack again. Lucas Vasquez playing a brilliant crossfield pass, finding El Unicy, who put it straight, I think it was El Unicy at least, who put a cross straight back across. Look at this ball from Vasquez. Brilliant ball, finding El Unicy. And he put it straight back on a plate for Charlie Austin, and he's scored so many goals like that where really, he didn't have to do anything. He's just in the right place at the right time. Poacher Austin. And he's just getting the job done right now. And I'm really enjoying, like, that's one of the things I'm enjoying most about FIFA right now this year. Like, the amount of different types of goals you can score. Like, not all goals feel the same. Like, I barely feel like I'm ever scoring the same goal twice in this game. And I really like it. There's a huge variety. The random, random aspect. That's it. The random aspect that you get from FIFA. Like, everyone goes on FIFA scripted. FIFA is the opposite of scripted. Like, these things happen because the game is so random, because of the way the physics work and stuff. It's literally the opposite of scripted. But right there, we miss a golden opportunity to double our lead as James Ward-Prowse, still yet to score a goal for us this season, fires wide in a situation where he really has to be finding the back of the net. Anything other than a goal is not acceptable. We come forward again as Vasquez finds El Unicy. 61 minutes in, still with the lead. Ryan Bertrand, good pass into Gabiadini. Goes around his man, takes a shot, trying to finesse it. I see what he was trying to do, but it just didn't really work out as a sub is made. El Unicy and Gabiadini coming off Demola Lookman and Danny Ings getting another appearance for us. So the ball is played into the box, and there's really not much we could have done about that once we let the ball get into the box. We really should have done a better job about defending that cross and stopping it from reaching the box. But Ryan Sessegnon was there at the back post Oh, sorry, my bad. That was Seri. You see, that's what happens when players don't have faces. This is why players need to have faces. What's the difference between Seri and Sessegnon? They look exactly the same on the game. So what's the difference? There's no player personality if you ain't got a scam face. But we ain't here to talk about that. And Anguissa as well. He's pretty much the same too. Seri plays a beautiful ball into Andre Schürrle, one of the top scorers in the league. He goes back post, and we fall behind to Fulham. For the second time this season, Fulham have come from behind to take the lead on us. And that one, I'm going to take partial blame because I didn't actually try and contest the header because I was kind of expecting Fraser to get there. I was expecting him to get there. It wasn't until the last minute that I realized he wasn't going to get there. And I jumped, but it was way too late at that point. Charlie Austin now, we have to get ourselves back into this game. Plays a nice through ball into Ademola Lookman. He's got some options. Doesn't really pick out any of them, but it does fall to Ward-Prowse, who finds Vasquez, lays it off to Lamina, who hits a fierce shot towards the keeper. You see right there, even in slow motion, it's going to look like it's got a little bit of speed behind. Look at it, it's just fizzing. No speed. I said speed. No spin, no swerve, nothing. Just pace on the shot. Get a corner, whip it into the box, and the header from Charlie Austin is saved by the keeper. Running out of time now, Sergio Rico is making saves. 85 minutes, Lookman plays it into Ings. He lays it off to Charlie Austin. This is possibly our last chance. Finding Ward-Prowse, into Lamina, into Vasquez, off the post. Put back into the box and cleared out by Fulham. What a chance from Lucas Vasquez. And we drop all 3 points from a winning position again this season. And again to Fulham. We have dropped points from winning positions too many times. Too many times. But we have to turn our attention away from the league. I hate situations like this where I lose a game and I have to go into a cup fixture because I just want to get straight back into it and make up the ground in league. But we have to get out of our mind and make up this ground in the league fixture. I mean, sorry, in the cup fixture. We have to get through. We have a huge opportunity. I mean, no offense to Leeds, but we're playing a lower league side. We're playing a side that doesn't compare to us, really, especially the way we've been playing this season. You look at their team, the only real player who I would be really afraid of is Pablo Hernandez on the left, who was highlighted as their star player. He's the only real player who's a real threat to me, and we have to shut him down. But we have to be winning this game. We are going to Elland Road to play it, but you see we're playing a strong side. Højbjerg is in there, Almiron's in there, Redmond, Gabbiadini, Romeu, Klein, a lot of starters. Ampadu, Gunn, Harrison Reed all get into the squad. Also Target on the left-hand side. But this is definitely a side who's capable of beating this Leeds squad. We get up to a decent start as Højbjerg with a little bit of a ambitious effort from outside the box going for that driven shot. I've been trying to score a goal like the goal he scored against Brighton in real life. I've been trying to score a goal like that with him. Not really been working out, but you're going to see. I mean, I'm going to keep trying it until it works. So you wait and see until that happens. But Almiron plays into Klein, gets it back to Almiron, and probably should be fine in the back of the net right there. And Redmond's touch is quite poor. We did run into some technical difficulties in this match as well. So I did have to show you, we did open the scoring, but my capture card didn't catch it. Like I said, I was having some problems with the card. So, I mean, we did miss a goal, but I did get to show you it in the pause menu. Almiron was the guy who opened the scoring. 37th minute, I believe it was, with 46 minutes, we are in the lead. Leeds come in the lead. Leeds, yeah, see, lead and Leeds. Leeds come forward, and I think it was Pablo Hernandez right there, the danger man who I've highlighted and FIFA has highlighted, taking a shot from range, former Swansea man. And to be honest, I don't understand how he's playing at such a low level because he is a real talented player. We saw it when well, I mean, we didn't really see his full potential when he was at Swansea, but we saw glimpses similar to Pozuelo as far as I'm concerned. Those two players, Swansea have had some real talented players throughout the years. 65 minutes in though. This was a real quiet match and we did make 3 changes. Danny Ings, Stuart Armstrong coming on for his first appearance of the season this late on. And Ademola Lookman coming into the game. We put the ball into the box and it's big jump from Romeu, who's captain of the side today, as you can see. just couldn't really direct it. Looking for his third goal of the season right here, the Spaniard. Ademola Lookman comes in on the right hand side. Look at this from Lookman. Loses the ball, battling for it, wins it back, loses it, battling, wins it back, loses it, fighting, wins it back again and plays it off to Redmond, who's going to look to his right. Oh, sorry, look to his left to Ings, plays it to Stuart Armstrong, and it came from nothing. But I just had to highlight Ademola Lookman fighting and fighting for that ball. Redmond again, this is the time Redmond looked to his right to Armstrong. Armstrong looks to his right. Klein pulls it back. Danny Ings, again, another beautiful sweeping attack from Southampton, and the Saints go marching in. Danny Ings getting himself his second goal of the season, coming off of the bench in this one. Nathaniel Klein with a brilliant pullback in Ings. I mean, you couldn't really miss. It's a very, very accomplished finish, but he couldn't miss. He couldn't miss at all. Similar to the Charlie Austin goal we scored last episode, I think it was. Keeper doesn't have a chance when you got that much power on it and it's going near post like that. Not really much chance. Leeds coming forward. Would a goal here be anything other than a consolation? We don't know, but a big chance missed as they hit the post and it falls to the danger man, Pablo Hernandez, and he puts it wide. So, not good enough from Pablo Hernandez, but at the end of the day, we are going to leave with a 2-0 victory, and we bounce back from our loss to Fulham to book ourselves. I did say in the last episode, in the match against Arsenal, I think it was, that it was the semi-final we were going into, but that was actually the round of 16. This match we played was the quarter-final, which I thought the last one was, and now we go into the semi-final of the FA Cup, whereas I thought we were already in the quarter-final, so my bad, I made a little mistake. We was a little bit premature with the positionings of the cup, but now we are into the derby match. Brighton and Hove Albion. We played them like we all saw what happened last time. We bullied them. They didn't turn up to the derby, and they're definitely hoping they can do better this time. Shaletta playing on the right side of midfield in this one, which is a little bit interesting. And you see, we are playing Angus Gunn, getting his first Premier League start of the campaign. I was a little bit fed up with Foster. I do feel like he should have got to that ball. He has made some brilliant saves, but I feel like he should have done a little bit better with that third and final goal against Fulham, and with a few other situations earlier in the season as well. Like I mentioned, I feel like there were some times where I feel like he should have been done a little bit better with them. So Angus Gunn, been doing well for us in the cup, getting himself a start, and Nathan Redmond 10 minutes in. That would have been a beautiful goal. We've seen some nice finesse finishes from us so far this season, but again, you can see just how close that is from that replay. That couldn't have been closer without hitting the post. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. Lamina sliding it into Almiron. He cuts inside onto his right foot, and maybe he should have went for a finesse because he should be doing better. Straight down the middle and over the bar from Miguel Almiron. Into Nathan Redmond this time. He's going to play it inside. He's going to get the return pass from Almiron. Almiron is in there looking for the return pass. He's not going to find it. Gabbiadini takes the touch, pulls off his man, and puts it into the back of the net. And you can see, even from me watching the replay and commentating, I was trying to give the ball to Almiron, I'm not going to lie. So for Gabbiadini to get the ball unexpectedly, react, get the ball under control, beat his man, and then with his right foot put it back across goal. I'm very happy with what Gabbiadini's done. He's actually been able to hold off his man really well as well. And he's taken that in his stride brilliantly and found the back of the net. Gabbiadini scoring again in this one, getting himself another goal. And you see right here, this is his 11th Premier League goal of the campaign. He's been doing brilliantly. And I honestly think Gabbiadini is going to do real well towards the end of this campaign and get a few more goals. Lamina on the ball this time, going for an effort, trickling towards that far post, hitting the post, and then a little bit of a mess up from Brighton's defenders, almost putting it into the back of their own net. Goalkeeper kicks out, and eventually finds his way to Gabbiadini. Look at him, he's all over this right now, just throwing himself towards the ball to get it. Every ball he wants to get onto the end of it. And that one, again, a nice effort from Gabbiadini, but not close enough. Not as close as that effort from the beginning of the episode where he flicked it over his opponent's head. But that would have been goal of the season without a doubt. That would have been an absolutely brilliant effort. Almiron being taken off. James Ward-Prowse coming onto the field for us to try and see this game out. Almiron more of an attacking option, so Ward-Prowse a little bit more neutral. Do more of the defensive work. Lucas Vasquez gets on the end of a Højbjerg pass. And that was similar to the Lamina effort that trickled towards the post, but this one actually trickled into the back of the net. And this one, I kind of messed this one up. I was real surprised to see that it hit the back of the net because I kind of half-heartedly pressed to shoot. I think I was trying to dummy, actually. I was trying to dummy first time around the man and didn't come off, so it was a real weak effort. But, I mean, sometimes, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's not scripted. It's really random the way these things happen. This is also what I'm talking about, like, the variety of different types of goals you could score. Sometimes you see it in real life where a player mishits a shot. And sometimes, the fact that you've mishit a shot actually works in your favor for beating the keeper. The keeper was not ready for that, I guess. And it hit the back of the net. Valeni, sorry. I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking of that classic Pez right back. Remember the original Pez right back, Valerie? Yeah, I think his original name was Valeni too, and then it changed to Valerie. Oh, my bad. His name is... I'm stupid. His name is Valerie on the team, and I've been calling him Valeni. So all this time, I've been thinking of the Pez right back, Valeni, who actually had both names. I'm sleep. But we're ending this episode off with a squad report. I mean, it's not really a quick one. I feel like it's kind of hard to get through the score reports quickly now. Remember back in the day when it was all on one page? It was a lot easier back then. A lot harder when they're now on 2 pages. I feel like they should just put it back on 1 page because we could just make this one box bigger and have it all on 1 page. But there ain't nobody listening. Ain't no EA representatives listening to me right now. We're having some good growth. Valerie grown by 4. And Pardew, I believe, is the most growth by 5. And definitely going to try and get him involved a bit more next season. Christoph Clara grown by 2. Kamer Rodriguez not grown at all so far, but a little bit of an individual attribute upgrade, which, I mean, I wasn't expecting him to grow tremendously at the age of 26 when we signed him. Hood also growing by individual attributes. I had missed the first half of the season, big injury. So I'm very happy with how he's progressed since coming back. He's definitely strengthened our defense. Jan Vestergaard, 81 overall, growing, but performances aren't improving, if I'm honest. I mean, he's been dropped recently. When paired with Kmart, he's been stronger for whatever reason, but still, obviously, as you can see, prone to the odd mistake for whatever reason. And I don't know why it is, because there's nothing in the game that would make a player make mistakes. Like, there's no concentration attribute or something, which I believe there should be attributes like that. But I don't know. Vestergaard and Cedric just seem to be prone to making errors. Harrison Reed up by 2. Nils Olsen up by 2. I mean, do you guys want me to show you in depth more of the players who we call out from the youth academy? Or do you just want them to kind of sit there until they make their breakthrough if they go out on loan? Because that's how I usually do it. Unless it's like a player who I really into, kind of have high hopes for. But if they're just a regular youth academy player, we kind of just let them sit there until their time comes to shine. Ward-Prowse, Højbjerg all growing. Højbjerg grown by 3. Very happy with him. Love the guy. Flanagan, less said about him, the better. Mario Lamina, 79. Hopefully he goes up to an 80 sooner rather than later. Jordi Classy, not grown during his loan. Lookman actually grown already since being with us. I don't think that's his growth during his time with Everton. I think that's just since being with us. He's grown 1. Josh Sims, grown by 2 as well. Unicy, grown by 1, playing real well for us. Vermeulen, grown by 2. Stuart Armstrong hasn't played at all. I mean, he made his season debut in this episode where we only have a couple episodes left until the end of the season. So we don't expect too much growth from him. Muller, I mean, there's a lot of youth players around growing. A lot of the players I've noticed that I've loaned out aren't really growing that much. So, I mean, they're either not getting that much game time or you loaning players out just doesn't really have that much effect. I'm also having trouble loaning out certain players in this team. So maybe that's something EA needs to look into. Obafemi, grown by 2 also. Gavidinho. What I was actually showing you is we made a mistake with Obafemi. You see, I tried to release him here because I actually messed up. And look at his wage right there. If you missed that, go back and look at his wage. 2 million. I tried to give him a new contract of 2,000 a week, and I accidentally ended up giving him 2 million a week, which now means that he's just draining my resources. I can't release him because his release, the fee will just be too much now with a 2 million contract. I can't release him. I can't loan him out because no one can afford him. I can't transfer him because no one can afford him. It's just a sticky situation right now. Like I honestly don't know what to do. I might try and do a swap deal to get him out of the club in the summer, but it's really looking kind of tough right now. Player of the month shortlist again features nothing but Southampton talent: Lamina, Gabbiadini, Højbjerg, and Vasquez, all up for the award. And this is what the Premier League table is looking like. Chelsea still top. However, their gap is being closed just a little bit. We sit in 7th place after dropping some points against Fulham, who sit in 13th place. Really should have been winning that match. But it's looking like it's going to go down to the wire, guys, because this whole European battle is so damn close. You take into account some of the games in hand some of the teams have, some of the fixtures that are coming up, which I haven't actually shown you, but right there, we're 1 point off of Europa League and just 3 points off of fourth place, and 4 points off of 4th place, and 5 points off of 3rd place. So it's really not that tight. And obviously we have a game in hand over West Ham and Spurs who are above us. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's so damn tight up there that I can't fathom it. But that's it for today's episode, guys. Like I said, if you want to see double uploads for Saturday and Sunday, go ahead and smash the like button and comment something. I love interacting with you guys, so let's get interactive in the comment section. I do see the likes on the last one, and they good. They good, but we could do better with this one to get them double uploads this weekend if you're loving the series, because I'm loving the series. So, also, like I said, leave any transfer suggestions for the summer down below from now, because I'm going to pre-record the transfer window, preseason, all of that. I'm going to bang that out in one sitting. So, if you want your suggestions to be out there, leave them down. If you don't leave them down, then it's going to be all my choices with the transfers. Peace.